Tired of a long drive from outstation work to home in Delhi on December night, I felt cold despite the window panes of the car closed. There was some marginal open space somewhere that allowed the chill to get in and shiver me. I tried to find and plug that opening but could not find one. By the time I reached home, it was past 11 in the night. I honked from outside for the servant to come and open the gate. Nobody came. Probably everyone at home had gone to sleep. I got off, opened the gate, parked the car in the driveway to silently get back to the main gate and close it. While locking the gate, I noticed a 10 to 12 years old boy sleeping with a dog under a partially torn thin cotton sheet at the footpath next to my house. I tried to feel the cold that he must have been facing under the thin shield of cotton cover. The thought of it shivered me down the spine. I was wearing an expensive winter jacket and still I was cursing the cold. And that poor boy, how could he sleep in this extreme temperature condition? While I thought about it, the dog let off the boy's sheet and creeped under the hot car engine that saved him from the cold. I was generous and let the dog settle there instead of shooing it away. Without making much noise, I opened the rear door to the house and entered. Everyone seemed to be asleep and I also got into my room. As I lifted the quilt to surround and wrap myself with, my thoughts went to that boy. I had spare sheets, blankets, quilts to spread over that sleeping boy. I realized that the torn cotton sheet was insufficient to save him of cold, but I was not generous enough to part with an old spare blanket for the boy. I do not know when I went to sleep with those thoughts, but noticed a small crowd of people outside my house next morning. Before I could see what had happened, I heard someone say that Monu, the chai wala boy, froze to death last night. I was surged with a sense of guilt and tears came out of my eyes. Nothing changed in the street after the death of the boy. Everything started as usual, but that dog quietly sat next to the dead corpse of its friend that died giving him warmth. Friends, this is not just a story. It is a fact about today's human beings. If humanity goes out of the humans, they become animals. And most of us are in that stage today. We get birth. Yes, we get birth. Thereafter, we live for ourselves and die pursuing our own selfish goals. Is this a life worth living? Let us again try to become human beings. Out of the pile of clothing at home, let us distribute and share some with the needy. Let us feed some poor people. Let us resolve to teach a poor child. Let us again become humans. Friends, we can do this in our respective towns. In our town at Hisar, we can carry these clothes to the construction sites and distribute these to workers working there and to people living in roadside hutments. These clothes can be refood, repaired, refurbished, rehemmed to reach and replace you with a more needy person. Incidentally, if you are a resident of Gurgaon, this Sunday on the 13th of November, you can donate old clothes, blankets, etc. to Arya Samaj Mandir, New Colony, Gurgaon.